Hello.
Yes, Nobel. Hi, how are you? Sir will be joining in couple of minutes. Please be there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, just one moment. I'm setting up my headphones.
Yeah.
Just a moment. 1 minute. Yep. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Hi. How are you doing?
Doing good. What about you?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you, Noble. So, okay, tell me what all happened in our previous class.
We learned about the timetable. We finished the HTML of the timetable.
Okay, yeah, great, great. Hey, can you send me the link of your program? I want the HTML part because the one that I have is like HTML and CSS. I don't want to keep typing the HTML once again. So
Yeah.
just copy your HTML. Yes. Okay, there it is. Let me share my screen. Just a second. I'll shift you over here and I can share my screen here. Share a window. Share my timetable window. Okay, so what I will do is I will just modify this the same program over here. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let's start with the title first. Okay, let's start with the heading. Okay, I'll choose the body tag. I'll choose the body tag. Before we start again, do you have any doubts in the previous class?
No,
The
no doubts.
HTML elements, everything is good, right?
Yeah,
We can
HTML, I
proceed.
don't have doubt. Yeah.
Very good. So let's start with font family. I remember I think I completed a few parts of the CSS. Trebuchet. So this is going to change the font of everything that is inside my body. And do you remember the margin tag? Margin 30px.
Yeah.
So basically what this margin tag does is it gives like a border. It gives like a border. So if I open my whiteboard and explain to you like once again. So considering that this is a page, whoops. This is a page. Then we often tend to draw lines like these on the page. Okay, that's uneven. We usually draw even lines to the scale, and then we tend to draw or we write stuff. Isn't it correct? So just like that, I'm going to draw a margin. Now this length I have given as 30px. It's 30 here, it's 30 here, it's 30 here, and it's 30 over here. Okay, so it's 30 everywhere. Now I'm going to give a background. If you also remember, we learned how to use the color picker, didn't
Yeah.
we? You can choose any color. I'm gonna go here, choose the color. That's the color of my body. I have a different color code, the hex code. I'm gonna use that. 60040. You do not have to remember any values. Again, I'm repeating this. You have to just go and find the color that you think will fit good into your website. So we can do that. And okay, I think that's all. That's pretty much the body. Now I want this thing to be in center. My heading. I want my heading to be in center. So H1. Do you remember the property? How to bring items in center? Give it a shot. How do we bring something in center? It's very simple. Text align.
Yeah.
ALIGN. Text align. We can now write. For example, if I say right, it's going to move to the right side. You see my heading. Just the contents of my H1. Whatever I have in my H1 is going to be moving to the right side. If I say center, it's going to come in the center of the page. Correct?
Yeah.
Then we have the color. We have the color that says white. Okay, that looks good. That is all. That is all with my heading. Next, I want my table. Have we used the table? Yeah, there it is. We have the table tag. Now I will use the table tag. Table. Now, what do we do? I want it to be bigger, right? It's too shrink. It's like at a very smaller side of the page. I want it to be big. I want it to look big. So I will increase the width of my entire table. Let's say the width is 100%. So when I say 100%, my table, right? My table occupies the entire page, the entire width of the page, 100% of the page. If I have something like, let's say 60, so it will occupy 60% of the page. So however big or small the page is, you see it's going to restrict itself to 60%, and the other 40 is going to be like blank, like empty, because I have given 60. The width of my table has to be 60. So it is being 60 every time. 60 looks really, very bad. I don't want it to be 60. Oh, you can also give 160. It's going to be like extra, like too much. You see it's being spread. You have a toolbar over here to move around. So 160 is like too much. So we don't want to give extra either. We just want it to be perfect 100. Right, 100% is just perfect. Okay. The next property that we have is called as table layout. Table layout. Now, do you remember what this does?
I'm sorry, but I don't remember.
No problem. Just a second, I'm drinking water. Yeah. Table layout. Now, you remember I taught you this. Let me remove this. It's my timetable over here. Oh, let me, or else I can just do this. Wait a minute. I'll screen share once again the entire screen and use my screenshot to show you how it works. I think can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
So look at this. Look at this. I'll take a yellow color. Though, if this is my table, okay, considering this to be my table over here, look at this. Look at this. We have such a big column over here. This is a little bit smaller. Tuesday is a little bit bigger. Wednesday is so big. And then Sunday is again a little bit smaller. So you see, they're kind of uneven, right? The gap over here, the width of each column is uneven, correct? So my table layout is kind of moving automatically based on the table header length. So you see Tuesday is a bit bigger than Monday. Wednesday is the biggest of them all. Sunday is the smallest of them all. So Sunday is kind of having a bigger size. So it is kind of depending on the length of your words, right, that are there in the inside of the column. So the width of each column is not fixed, right? So what I will do, I will use this command, table layout. I'm going to keep it as fixed. It means that it will now evenly distribute space between all the columns. So if I say fixed, oops, yeah, table layout fixed. So you see now they are rearranged. They have all rearranged themselves to give proper equal space. So if I try drawing this time, you can see that. Let's go with this color, I guess. They're all kind of in the same, like this is here, Monday's here, Tuesday's here, Wednesday's here. Yeah, they're almost equal, right? They all seem to be like having the same width, like here, here. It's like the width of each column, right? They seem to be good. Okay, perfect. Next, what I will be doing is I will be modifying my table header, right? I want these headings to be different. I want the color to be different of my headings. So I'll type T head. So whatever is in my T head, I want the color to be white. So my table headers are now white in color. Are you following me, Noble?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? Okay, let's go with the T-body now. That's all. I don't want to change them. If you want to change them, you can give any other properties. Like maybe you want to have a specific font, like font family. You can change. You can add anything. Anything that you have learned in the basics, like changing the font, changing the size, changing the background, anything. So I think I'm gonna let the font be Arial, I guess. Oh no, that does not look good. I think Trebuchet is good. The default font that we have used for the contents in the entire page. That looks good. So my body will now have a background. If you remember the original web page, it had a slight pinkish background. So if I go to my color picker, let's say this. I don't know. I do know the hex value though. I will sure use the hex value afterwards, but I'll just show you like how I do this again. Use this color. Come here, paste it, background. Okay, the background colors applied. It looks really very bad. I don't know. I mean, the color combination, blue and purple, ew, not good. But do you also see something? There's a gap over here, like after short break, there's gap, you see? It's empty. For lunch break also there's gap. So why? So why is that happening? Okay, now before I change the color, let me tell you something. Where's my HTML? Okay, I'm gonna find where I have my short break. Okay, I'm gonna find my short break. So where is my short break? Short break. I think, yeah, there it is. Okay, now you see, it's like just one column, correct? This is just one column. Under the blank, you see this. This is a blank header. We do not have anything. So if I type blank over here, for example, blank. So you see under blank. So every time the first item that you type is like P1. P1 is going to be under blank. Then you type P2. P2 is going to be under blank. Then we have P3. P3 is going to be under blank again. P4, lunch break, and everything. But do you see, we are creating a row, but it is having just one item. It does not have anything else, right? It does not have something for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This row is having specifically something that is only for this blank thingy. I'm going to go ahead and remove the blank. It's looking really very odd. Where is it? Where's my blank? There it is. Yeah. So how can I do this? Like, how can I make it bigger? I want this also to be like completely equal. I want it to be completely same. We have a property. It's a really simple property. It's called as call span. Call span equals, you can give a number over here. Now, what is call span? It's like column space, you can say. Like, how much space do you want this column to occupy? The space of one column, the space of, by default is of course space of one column. If I make a space of two columns, then it'll cover blank and Monday. See, it's now come over here. If I say call span of six columns, then it's going to cover all the columns. So this thing, okay, I think we do not have 6 columns. We have 5 columns. So I'll just make it 5. So yeah, we have 5, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 columns. So I'm telling this to cover the space of 5 columns, right? Just like that, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and use it for my lunch break. Because of course, lunch break also I want to be like 5 columns, right? So why is it all going blue? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, the double quotes. I opened a double quote. I did not close it, so it got mad. Okay, I want to change the color. It's looking really very bad. Blue is like too much of contrast for the dark shade that we have. AFF. Okay, that is better. I mean, comparatively better, right? If you observe, let me zoom in. Look at these things. There's gap in between them. We do not have a border. Do you see? Like there's P1 and there's gap. It's like a block. Do you observe?
Yeah.
So it's looking very bad. That does not look good. We do not want a gap there. We want a border. So I'm going to come here. And I'm going to type border collapse. And in the table tag, okay, in my table tag, I'm going to type border collapse, and I'm going to type collapse. So what does this do? It actually, removes all the gaps over there, right? They all become together. They all look good now. Inside, we can then add borders. We can now add borders separately. That we'll see how to do. But as of now, I have just collapsed the borders, so they look like that now. If you do not have this property, if you do not have this, it becomes something like that. So this does not look really very good. I want it to be like this. Border collapse. Any questions so far?
No questions.
Very good. You're very quiet today. Is everything all right, Noble? All good?
Yeah.
You don't seem to be like in the mood. Like you're quiet, very, very quiet.
No.
Everything okay? You got extra homework at school or exams coming up? What's going on?
No. Exams will start next week.
Oh, okay, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Very well. Let's start with our, okay. Let's see what all is completed now. We have worked with the table. We have worked with the heading. We have worked with, what else? The heading, table, T head is done. T body is done. We have to work on these TD tags, like the table data tags, right? We have to work with them. So I'll work with them now, right? I'll give TD. Let's say, yeah, we can now add border. Okay, we can now add border. So if I give a border of, let's say, 1px, so it's not visible, right? So we have to give what type of border you want. I want it to be solid black. Black is just a color name. You can change the color. So you see this looks more better. You can also give it something like, let's say, red. So it'll become red in color. Red looks very bad. I'm just going to go with black. Right? If it's not solid, you can give like dotted. So you see it'll become a dotted border. So I don't want it to be dotted. I want it to be solid. So I'm going to go with solid. Right? So 1px is the size. If I make it 2px, it's going to become thicker. You see the border is a bit thick. It's more visible. If I make it 5px, it's going to be even more thick. This looks really very bad. We do not want a 5px border. We just want a 1px border. So 1px looks neat and clean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So after this, we are going to have, what else do we have? We have padding. Okay, now what is padding? Do you see they're like too sticky, like they're sticking to each other too much. Like you see there's no gap. Let me open my board again. Okay, look at this. There's no gap. Like it's too sticking to the border over here. Even my biology or any subject, like there's no gap, but here there is so much of gap. Like I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Let me give some space. Space as in like padding. We call it as padding. So when I say padding, let us try 5px. So you will now find it to be more spacious, right? There's a 5px of gap everywhere, in the left, in the right, in the top, in the bottom. So if I say, let's say 50px, it's going to be even more bigger. Wow, 50 is too much.
That's too much.
That's too much, yeah. But I wanted to show you the difference, like having padding. What padding does, it gives inner space. Margin is used to give outer space. So I'm going to give 5, or I think 6 is better. 6 looks decent. Yeah, 6 is proper. Without padding, if I give a padding of 0px, it's going to be like very bad. You see they're too much like sticking to each other. Not very good. So I want the padding of 6px. Yes, padding is good now. Then after that, we can bring them all in center. All of these things can be in center. So text, align, center. Better, right? That's more good. That looks better. Also, now, what else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, I want this thing to have different color background. The breaks, right? I want the break times, and I want these periods like P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. I want these to have separate colors. So I'm going to go and find their specific table data, TD tags, and I'll add a class over there. I believe you remember what a class is. I did teach you what a class is.
Yeah.
Yes. So let me find them one by one, and I can do it. So where's my P1? P1 is here. I'll give it a class now. You see, I'll give it a class of, let us say, period. And I can just copy this because I want to repeat this for certain other elements too, like P1, P2, P3, and so on. So you give a class period, class period, class period 4, period 5, period 6. Okay, so okay, now I can now choose that particular class. Let us say this is my dot, oh sorry, dot period, not dot class, dot period. You have to type the exact same spelling. Not doing that will not give you results. So period, I'm going to type period over here. Now open again flower brackets and do anything. Change the font, change the size, change the background, change the color, anything. So I'm going to change the background. I'm going to give a more pinkish background that says FF0066. So yeah, this is the background. I also want this lunch break and short break to be of the same color. So what you can do is you can give them a class of period 2, or maybe you can give them a different class like break. Oh, let me find it.
What if you want to put the period 1 and 2 in different colors?
Then you give them separate class names. Like I'll call this period 1 and I'll call this period 2. So I'll come down, I'll come here, I'll type period 1. I'm going to give it a background of my favorite color, that is aqua. Right? So you will now see period 1 has a different color. And period 2 is gone because it does not have a period class anymore. It has a period 2 class. So this does not apply. This does not apply. The default, whatever I have in the background in common, that's going to apply. And I can now come with my p2 dot period 2. And you can give any color of the background for that. You can give a, okay, background spelling is wrong here. Background, let's say magenta, I guess. Will that be visible here? Yeah, it's visible, magenta, sure. It looks like that. So you can give them class names separately. Or let us say you want even this one to be aqua. So if both of them are aqua and you're applying the same properties, so instead of rewriting it again and again, you can actually remove this period 2 from here. Cut it, in fact, remove the other parts. You can come back to period 1. You can just give a comma and you can like give period 2. So you will see that this comes back over here. So it's like this tag and this tag, I want them to have these properties. But let's say you want them to have different properties, you can list them differently. Right? So I'm going to come back. I don't want them to be separate. I don't like it like that. But of course, you can give them separate period tags like period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And you can give them the same different colors, however you like it to be. Next, I was talking about break. So where's my break time? My break time is over here. So we have call span. Don't worry, we can add a lot of things like that. I'll now add class. Class can be break. So you can add this class before or after call span. It does not really make a difference. So for the next one, I'll add this after the call span. You see, both will have the same results. So class break. I'll give them both the same tag, and I'll come down here, dot break. Let me choose a color. I actually want it to be same color, like this color might look good, but sure, let's try something else, like this, I guess. Oh, background. Ew. No, I'll do one thing. I'll have the same properties for my break and my period. Period, comma, break. I'll remove the other things. So yeah, this looks good, right? The periods are here and these things are over here and everything like that. So if you want inside your TD, you can I think make it a little bit bold, like this P1, P2, right? Whatever we have inside the period, you can make it a little bit bolder. So for that, we have a property called as font weight, WEIGHT. Font weight, it can go max up to 1000. So if I do 500, you will see it's going to become like a little bit more thick, not quite visible. How about 800? Yeah, you see it's become a little bit bold. The weight of the font is increased. I think 1000 is max. Beyond that, you will not find a lot of difference.
So the default is 500?
I think it's 500. Depends from font to font. So this is a different font, right? So it might be already having a weight of 500. Trebuchet MS. See, it's a little bit light. If I
Yeah.
change the font, let's say I change the font to Times New Roman. Times New Roman. So you see the default one, it looks like that. If I add on weight, so I'll not add this first. Look at that without adding the weight. There's a slight difference, I guess. They appear to be same, however. Let's try that again. Font weight, WEIGST, font weight. Let's try 600. Does it change? Sure. You see, it's changing to 600. It's become very bold. If I give 700 or 800, I think 600 is the max for this case. It varies from font to font. We have like, you can even give 100. Not a big deal. You can even give 10 if you want. But the max is 1000. Beyond 1000, it's all going to be same. It's not going to make a lot of difference. So yeah, I do not want Times New Roman, nor do I want this kind of font weight. So I'm just going to go bring it back to normal, 1000, right? This dispersed, I don't know what to do with that. Let's try that out. Which tag have you used for disperse? H3 tag. Okay, sure. So I'm going to give my H3 tag. Let's say I want it to be in center, text align, text ALIGN, text align center. I can give a background of, let's say, white, and a font family of Algerian.
I think
Like,
the font size is too small.
yeah, we can increase the font size of everybody. Font size for my heading can be, we can go in a hierarchy, like let this be 60px. Wow, that's massive. It's good, but it's looking good. The contents in my table can have 40px. Wow, that is huge. Oh my god, that is huge. I don't want to be that huge. 20, that looks decent. 20 is good. This disperse can be, I think, 30, right? 30. Sure, that looks good. Now, if I save it, I can open it in a bigger window. I don't want to save it as usual, so I'm just going to keep it like that. You can save it and you can open it on a bigger screen, right? Okay, so now it's your turn, and I need you to start coding. All right. You can share your screen.
Yeah.
You can share your screen. Oh, and I will share my other screen. Like, I'll stop presenting. You can see, like, you can just continue. You know the properties pretty well. You know what to apply and everything, but I'll sure help you out. No worries. You can open your code, and you can start with CSS. You can start with the body tag first.
Let's go with white.
Sure. Oh, yeah, the color is white and the background was something else. The background was, I'll give a different color. You can give your own background colors. Open color picker, I'll tell you. You can open color picker and you can pick your own background. But if you want my background, I have used hash 600040. Hash 600040.
0040.
Yeah, 00040. So that's the hex value. Yes.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Perfect.
Now let's go with text align.
Yes, text align. You can give a center text to everyone, and you can also give a margin of 30px.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Then we have the heading.
Font family.
Yeah, sure. You can give the font as well. Font family.
Okay, let's do it. Garamond is my usual.
Sure. Hey, no problem. You can use any font. It's completely up to you, your choice, and your creativity.
Let's go with the H1.
Yes. Also, you have given the color as white in the background, right? The color is white in the background. So, I'm sorry, in the body. I'm so sorry. The color is white in the body. So everything has become white color. Do you want everything to be in white color?
No, I'll change the rest.
Okay, no problem. Cool, cool, cool. So, okay, next. We have the heading, right? We have the heading.
Yep.
It's in center. The color is white already. The font, you can change the color if you want, right? You can change the color.
Yeah.
It's black. Nice. You can change the font now of your heading. You can change the font.
Family?
Yeah, font family. That's correct. I think it's Times New Roman by default. Yeah, it's Times New Roman. Oh, no, no, no. I think you gave the body family as Garmond. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just the heading will be Times New Roman then. I'm so sorry, man. I got confused. Times New Roman. Nice. So our H1 tag, whatever we have in the H1 tag, is now in Times New Roman. After that, what else do we have? We have the size. We have the size.
Font size. 40.
Yes, 40 looks good.
Mm.
Yes, perfect. Next, what do we have? We can now work with the table. Table tag. Yes.
Table. Color.
Yes. Color. Oh, color is white already.
Yeah,
You can change the
white.
background. You can change the background color. The background that I had given was oh, no, no, no. I think we'll not use the background yet. The background is for the T head and the T yeah, the T body. I'm sorry, the T body. In table, we will just increase its width.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. So the entire table
No,
will,
it
will
doesn't
have a
look
width.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
we can go with the width, a 100% width.
100%. Oh, yeah.
That is correct. Now, do you remember the other things? The table layout. You see, they are uneven. There's extra space for some.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
yes. So
Table
we will give a
layout.
table layout that is fixed.
Yeah.
So they will now have all equal space. You see, they moved. They will all be equal. And then we had the border collapse. Remember the border collapse?
Yep.
We wanted the border to not be like broken blocks, kinda. So we'll just type collapse. We want it to collapse. Yes. The difference will not be visible now because the background is same color and the blocks are also same color. So I kind of purposely waited to use this property. I first give a background so that you can see what it looks like with collapse, without collapse, right? Yeah, that is pretty much for the table. Now tell me what comes next. What else do you want to change?
TD?
Yes, we want to change the TD. Go ahead. Start with TD. That is table data. Yes, the color. You can change their color. What color do you want the data to have? Okay, that's blue color. That's nice.
No, it doesn't match.
Yeah, I think that's because of the background. The background that we're using is maroon, kinda. So I think you might want to change the background if you want, and then you can choose colors like blue and everything. Yeah, this is still better. Aqua is better. Or you can always open the color picker and check that out.
We try these.
Wow, it's going to be invisible, I guess. Yeah. Maroon.
I'll go with the color picker then.
Color picker is really awesome. You can just pick any color, pick any shade, whatever you feel is
Wait,
good.
let me try magenta.
Yeah, magenta. Contrast. Yeah, that is good. That is still good. Although it looks girly, I don't know why. Pink. It's good, but
Too much pink.
Yeah, too much of pink right there.
Let's focus something with green.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just try this.
Wow.
Or I guess lime.
Yeah, lime. But will it? I think it's the same. They're the same colors, kinda.
I have no idea. Let me check
Let's
more.
do one thing. I'll give you my color. Oh no, I use black color. My color is black, so I think you also can have a black color. Yeah, this is much better. When we have a background, like if you go with a background, okay, yeah. Continue font size. The font size that I gave was 20 px. 20 px.
Yeah.
Yes.
No need to change the font family.
Okay, no problem. You can now give the border. Border 1 px.
Yep.
Okay, now we have to also describe what kind of border you want. Solid, dotted, and what kind of color you want. Black, white, anything. So it's basically 1 px solid black.
Let's try white.
Sure, why not? Sure, you can do white.
Let's try with the black.
Yeah, black is like the
Yeah.
classic one. Now, you remember how to fix short break and the lunch break, right? How do we fix
Yeah.
that? Yeah, go ahead, do it. Let me see.
Let's short break. Then cold span
Yes, that's correct.
is equal to.
Equal to, and double quotes. Yeah, now there you type it in there.
How much will it be?
Count, I think we have 5. So
Five,
you
yeah.
have to cover the space of 5 columns. Yeah, so you see it's covering the space of 5 columns and it's coming in the center. You can now do the same thing.
For lunch break.
Yes.
Cold span equal to 5 again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That is done. We will now come to the T body and we will give a background to our T body.
Nope. Not very much.
I think I had used a background of hash AAAAFF.
FF.
4 times A and 2 times F.
Yeah, that looks good.
This is good, right? Next, we want to have unique colors for short break, lunch break, and all the periods. Like I have given the same color to them. I want to know how you want to do it. Like, do you want P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6 to have different colors, or do you want them all to have same colors?
I like it with same colors actually.
Yeah, the same looks good, uniform and nice. So go ahead, do it. Add different class names over there.
Is equal to.
Add even period, yeah.
Can copy that.
Yep. Okay. Very well.
And the lost.
Yes.
Then.
Yes. And then you choose the class name. You choose the class name.
Yeah.
And then you add the properties. Yes.
white.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go with black itself.
Black is good. You can change the background now. Sure. This is good.
Which was the one you used?
The one that I used, let me find. It was hash FF0066.
FF.
0066. It takes like really, really long to like find a perfect color. I remember doing this project like for the first time. It took me hours. I mean, I knew everything. It's not like I didn't know the code, but then to find the right color combination, I don't know. I just spent a lot of time. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to be giving you a nice homework, or rather, I'm going to be asking you to do it now. Something similar. You have to do your own combination. You have to do everything on your own. So that will be like a practice for you to remember or recall all the concepts that we have learned so far. If time permits, we'll do it now itself, or else you'll be doing it as a homework. Okay. Yeah. Next, we have to do the same for short break and lunch break.
TD? We should give a class for this.
Yeah, you have to give a class. You can give the same class as period, because we're not going to change anything either ways. Or you can give a separate class called as break. I give separate class because that you see it improves the quality of your code. You're giving a separate class to it. That's break. So just in case in future you want to change something specifically for the lunch break and the short break part, you can just directly type dot break and continue. Rather, again, going to have to go and change from period to class and then making a separate class and everything. So I did it like that. It's usually preferred to do so because we often try to write quality kind of code.
Yeah.
Yes. Very well. You can. I think this part is done. HTML is now completely like over. We also have short break. Yeah, short break. I didn't see that. Yeah, we have short break, class period. Right. Now, break. Okay, I'm so sorry. I said period by mistake. So you can now come down to break. Color. Colors, I think black. It's black by default. If you don't write black, it'll be completely okay. Sure, but it's good. You practice you'll have a good practice. Wow.
Yeah, that looks good.
Wow, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's amazing. Now, what else do we have? I think that's it, right? We've covered everything, most of the things.
The
dispersed part, the dispersed, yeah, the dispersed. Boldness, yeah, of course. Go to TD. The table data, everything that we have in the table data has to be bold. So you can give the font weight. The font weight.
Weight.
WEIGST weight. Yeah, correct.
600.
Yeah, sure, 600. It's not really working. We need more than 600. Oh, not px. No, not px. Not. It's just a number. We do not have the weight in pixels.
Oh.
Yeah, 600. Hey, why is everything? Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. We don't want that in TD. We want the thing in just the break time and the lunch break and stuff like that. So
go back.
You can just go back and paste. Yeah, just paste it there.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you didn't copy that. It's okay. You can type it. Font weight 600, 800, whatever. Font weight
600. Yeah.
Right. Done. What else do we have?
Now we have
the dispersed
H3 tag. Yeah.
Yeah.
H3 tag. We go for color black, and then let's give a background.
The background, I think, yeah, we give a white background. You can make it big. You can make it big if you want. Hey, don't you say we should give a background to our heading as well, my timetable?
Oh yes, we should.
I didn't give it though, so I'm asking you if you want to give it. Uh, not the body, not the
Oh
body,
yeah.
the H1. Yes, we can add a background.
Mm, right.
Yeah, white. Wow, wow, that looks good. That looks good. I liked it.
Mm,
What else can we do? That's good. That's perfect. A beautiful timetable. Very nicely made. Keep it up. Noel, I now have a project for you. You can take a screenshot if you want. I doubt we will be able to finish it today. Not we, you, I mean. Uh, I'll show you how the output is supposed to look, right? So you will have a better idea. I think my webcam is off. Yeah. 1 minute, I'm just trying to load it. It is going to be a little bit difficult. Not difficult, I'm so sorry, that's the wrong word. Difficult is the wrong word. It's going to be a little bit lengthy. Lengthy, that's it. Not long, not difficult, lengthy, long. So let me resume presenting my screen. I'll share a window where you are there. I'm going to paste a link. Do you see this? Forget about the color. I don't want the colors can be different, but we did learn something like this, right?
yeah.
It's a calendar. It's actually a calendar. You can make a calendar of 2021. I don't care if the number and the numbers are incorrect. Like December can have 30 days also. I don't care about that. What I actually care about is the pattern. I want you to create a calendar. You can pick any year, 2015, 2020, 2021, 2030, anything, okay? You can add your own flavors. You can add your own touch-up. You can ignore this. I just did it for fun. And you can have like the heading. The first heading, then we have a table. Then we have the heading, and then we have another table. Under the heading, we have another table. Inside that table, we have TH, we have TD, or something like that. If you do not want this calendar, there are other simple calendars I can show you. As long as it's a calendar, I don't care. Like I just want it to be a calendar. Let me show you a simpler version that was done by one of my students. I'm trying to find it right here. Just give me a moment. It's just a month. He's just done it for 1 month. You also can. I mean, I want you to do off all the 12 months. So click here. The only thing that is different over here is that he's just got for 1 month, and he does not have borders over here. He did not use border 1px solid black, but this guy over here has used a different border. He has used a border for TD, and he's used a border for the entire table. So you see there's an aqua color border for the whole table, and there's a purple color border for the TD tags. So he's done like that. The CSS is pretty simple. Your table header has a background of red, your TD has a background of orange, and the entire body has a background of yellow. Your headings have a background of red, and your headings have a color of blue, and so on and so forth, right? The HTML is pretty simple. It's the same. We had something empty over here, but this time he has it. He actually has a heading. Like we have Monday as a heading. Over here in the next paragraph, instead of P1, we directly went to P2, P3, P4, P5. And over here, we don't have a period. We have a period for the next day. Something like that you can skip. So you can accordingly do it. And trust me, it's really very simple. It's lengthy. That's it. And since you have a week's time, I'm choosing to give you this project. Right?
Next class is at Monday.
So today's Friday. Wow, weekend, amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I've been wondering, today's Monday, and we're like, when's Friday gonna come? Like your classes are on Monday usually. I don't remember Fridays. Like I thought, like, okay, I'm teaching Noble today, so it's probably Monday, and I'm wondering like, how did my Sunday go? I just had a nap a while ago, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's cool, great. Come on, man. You have a Sunday, you have a Friday, you have a lot of time. You can do it.
Yeah,
right?
I can do it. Yeah.
If not, even if you do for 1 month, it's enough. I thought that you have a week's time, so I thought of giving you a bigger one. Anyways, as long as you do a calendar, I'm completely okay with it. Right? Which is my birthday in the first month and the second Friday. What day? You can get rid of like that. I don't know why I gave that. That's not my birthday. It's incorrect. I just gave it like that. So you can do that too. Right? Any questions? Any queries?
No question. No.
Did you save the project? I want to check out like the link.
Yeah, I saved the project.
Just a minute. Can you share the link? Can you share the link?
Yeah,
I just
sure.
want to go through. Now, I'll also tell you what we will learn in the next class. Let me find the project. Give me one moment. I'll share
the link.
Yes. Just a minute. I'll show you what's there in the next class as well. So you will have a better idea and you'll buckle up. We're gonna learn this. No, not this. Travel diary, that's that. Okay. No, it's not having all the images. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, we'll be learning this. I'll show you the project. We are gonna learn how to. Okay, it's loading. Just hold on, it's loading. Yeah, we will make a website like this. It might look difficult. Again, trust me, it's not difficult. Once I teach you how it's done, it will be really very easy. Okay, it's probably going to take one class. The calendar was a big project, so it did take 2 classes. I think I mentioned that it's a big project. It might take 2 sessions. Here onwards, I think most of the things that we're going to be learning will probably not have so many, will probably not be that lengthy. It'll be just like one class. You're beginning to learn HTML and CSS, so I'm trying to take it slow and easy. I'm like trying to do like HTML in one class, CSS in the next class, so that you can properly absorb whatever we are learning, right? But I think you're now very well versed with HTML and CSS, so we can now speed up a little bit and try to do like at least one website in every week, right? At least one website every week, or 2 websites max to max, right? So this will be a project that we're going to learn in the next class. And this is going to be your homework. You can take a screenshot, you can take a photo, or I think I can send you a link too. You can save this link. You can refer to this link and you can just see it, how it's done, and you can do that too. I'm going to check your program out in the meantime. Yes, that's good. That's perfect. You can use your own colors. You can use your own type of styling. You can use your own format. It's not, I don't want it to be like exactly like the way it is there. It can be, however, I'm just telling you, you can be creative. All right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right then. With that, Noble, your class today is completed. I will see you in your next session. All right? If you have any questions, you can ask me now, or else we can end the class.
No questions. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.